phones when you had the house on Fremont Street?
Yeah.
Frederick.
Ave.
Frederick or
No,
Fremont?
Fremont. You called it Frederick. That's why you got lost
I
every
know,
time
I
you
used
came
to
down the
get lost
shore.
all the
Because
time.
you're like, I can't find Frederick because there's no Frederick. That's
I
why
knew there
you
was an
can't
F. I knew there was an F. But, yeah.
So anyway, yeah, macaroni the next day. Who's with me on that? Who is with me on that? Fried macaroni. I don't want to hear you putting it in the microwave. Also, leftover pizza has to go in the toaster oven.
Toaster oven, 100%.
Has to go in the toaster oven.
100%.
You cannot put pizza in the microwave. It needs to be. Sometimes I order the pizza. I gotta be honest with you. I get it delivered or I pick it up. Comes home. I put it in the toaster oven immediately.
Oh, really?
Because I need that extra crisp.
Okay.
That extra crisp.
I worked all day. I'm sorry.
So anyway, yeah. So what are we talking about?
Oh, next time?
Yeah, like what can we talk about? Like
The shore.
relationships. The shore. Okay.
The shore.
All right. The shore.
Greetings.
What else do you want to talk about with the shore?
How you would go on girls' trips and then you had a random child.
Yeah, we would take Erin. I got pulled over in the car.
Pulled over.
I
You
got
saw the
pulled
guy
over.
get arrested in
I had two-
Seaside.
We saw a guy get arrested in Seaside.
Yeah.
How was that?
Well, I think you were probably in the back.
You were in the back holding a
Watermelon.
Oh, I was holding the watermelon. Who was driving my Jeep?
I don't know.
Must have been you.
Yeah.
It was me, you, Mary Colleen, and Erin.
Yeah.
Erin, when Erin was born, Erin is Christina's oldest. She's 25 now. But 24, sorry.
That's all right.
And I said that before, too. That you were 24.
You did.
I did say it correctly before.
Second
All right,
time.
so write that down. I get a point for that. She would be like our little mascot, right? She would be our little mascot. It would be me, her two sisters, and we would drive around on my Jeep. I had like a little Jeep tracker. Okay.
No, that wasn't that one we had. You had the black one.
I never had a black one. I don't know.
You had like a black
That was
Monday
your
or
other
something.
lesbian friend. It was not me.
No, she moved.
Well, maybe she had a black car. I had a bright
She had a
blue
pickup.
tracker. How could you not remember my blue tracker with the white thing that came off?
Erin was never in that car.
What? Okay.
I never had a black car.
Yes, you did.
What black car did I have?
It was like a Hyundai.
Erin was in
or
my
a
blue Jeep.
No, she wasn't.
When I was in the trunk with the watermelon, I was in the trunk of the watermelon
No,
with the
I
blue
will
Jeep.
find-
When we got pulled
no.
over at Seaside Park, we had just went through the Crabs Club for dinner. We went to the Crabs Club for dinner. Me, you, Mary Colleen, and Erin.
Weren't we at Buck Rogers?
And
or
then-
something?
Well, maybe Buck Rogers.
What was it?
Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers.
It's Buck Rogers.
That's a show from the 2000 century or 20-something, like whatever. Buck Rogers is from space or something.
Oh, okay.
Did you get pulled over twice? Because
I don't remember.
I
got
remember
pulled
being
over.
down there with them, and then there was one time with the Mulligans.
I got pulled over with the Mulligans too?
Somebody, we were all had wet hair because we showered, and then got in the car, and then we got pulled over.
That was on Frederick?
Yeah, I believe so. That's when we went to that wonderful restaurant like right on the beach.
But are you talking about my Beretta? The dark gray Beretta?
No,
I never had a black car. I never had a black car.
it was
No one in
silver.
my family.
It was like a small
Silver.
SUV. Silver. All right.
I never had a silver SUV. I never had a silver. The only SUV. I can tell you right now what year I got my blue car is when I started teaching at Passaic Catholic Regional in 1991.
Yeah,
1991, I got my blue car.
Didn't have like
When was Erin born?
2000.
I had that. I had that blue tracker for at least 15 years. Okay, so it was the blue tracker. I don't know.
With the green neon on it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She was not in there.
She was in it.
I'm going to find that picture. Because you were in the back. I have a picture of you in the back seat.
With the watermelon?
Yeah, and the glass is open. And you're back there with the
Erin,
watermelon.
you're remembering a black or
I
a
don't
gray
remember what
SUV?
color the car was. I remember being in the car.
I don't remember. The only gray car I had was the Beretta.
The Beretta was not gray.
It was. It was
The
dark
Beretta
gray.
was in white.
She's telling me. What about your car with the white
The
patch?
Beretta that you could take the key out of the ignition.
No,
And
that's
it
the
was
Concorde. That was the Concorde.
Oh, right.
The Concorde.
No, this was definitely a little SUV.
I got a white Concorde when my first car was the Chevy Malibu, okay?
Oh,
That it was my grandfather's car, and then I got it, The day I got my license, I got to drive it to school for the first time.
Oh.
My father had gotten into a bad accident. A truck hit him, and the only way that they were able to hold the trunk down was 2 padlocks in the back. So that's how I had to drive. 17 years old, trying to be hot shit, driving with padlocks bouncing on the back.
Oh my God.
Not only that, and the car was like 30 years old. Okay, like you know when you had to start it and you had to rev the engine for 20 minutes before you got. Okay. Then on top of the padlocks bouncing, it backfired constantly. Okay, so now now it's the first time I'm driving this car because I'm thinking it's like wonderful. I'm get to drive the car. Okay, so I get in the car and I drive to school and it's backfiring and I'm like this. I'm thinking like literally I'm getting shot at. Okay, right through the streets all the way to school. I got the padlocks bouncing and I'm getting shot at as I'm driving to school. Who pulls up like that? So my parents decide. I gave them the pity talk, and I said I can't drive this car. I can't. All right, it's like the Beverly Hillbillies showing up.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so they took me car shopping. They bring me to this place in Westwood, okay, for a used car, and they show me this station wagon with knotty pine on the side. We went from the padlocks, green Malibu, to my basement is on the car. Knotty pine walls are on a car.
Was it a Cherokee Jeep?
It was a Mike Brady Bunch station wagon with
big?
knotty pine on the side. They wanted me to buy that. They wanted to buy that for me. They thought that would be cool for a 17-year-old girl to drive up with knotty pine station wagon. Okay, I'm like, you know what? Bring me back to the padlocks. I'd rather get shot at all the way home and all the way to school than drive up with the basement on. It was literally the basement. My grandmother had knotty pine in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Erin had that in her bedroom.
I had paneling on my car.
Good,
All right,
good.
so we skipped over. Then I convinced him that we didn't want that, and we went to the Concord. Yeah.
The Concord was the one.
The Concord, I was driving, and I was going for my first phone because I went to Atlantic City, and I was like 18, and I won like $375 in a slot machine. And I went and I wanted my own phone. I still remember it, 470-9225. I still remember the phone number.
Wow.
Do you remember that? 470-9225? Okay. So anyway, I got the car, and I had a boyfriend at the time. Okay? Yeah. Oh, don't get too excited.
Wait, what was his name? Oh, don't
I can't tell you his name, but he was a great guy.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I actually met him.
Nice guy. And I had like this, I don't know, like tail. That was like popular at the time. It was like a fur tail.
Oh, feather.
No, it was a tail. It was like a squirrel tail. It looked like a squirrel tail.
It was never popular.
It was popular. Yeah.
Maybe by you. Maybe.
Well, it wasn't an actual squirrel tail, but it was a fur tail. It was a keychain.
No, you know what? They had like rabbit feet, like rabbit.
No, that was this big. The rabbit's feet. I got that from Peggy's in 6th grade. It was a little candy store. This was a long one.
I've never heard
Feather.
of it. No.
I'll Google it.
Feathers. I had feathers.
Not feathers.
I had feathers earrings. I had feathers that hung up.
Did you have feathers with the joint thing?
No.
With the roach clip?
With the roach clip. That would hang onto my purse.
That's what you clipped on, yeah. So anyway, where was I going,
I
Erin?
had no idea it was a roach clip.
Your boyfriend?
I don't even know
what
what
was
colors.
Oh, my
boyfriend in the
boyfriend
car?
was playing with the
What?
fur, with the tail, and I don't know what happened. He pulled it out. All my keys came out of the ignition. I'm driving down a nervous wreck on like that main avenue, that main road with all the shops.
Do you know? It's
Here we go.
No, I just wanted to say that street. I don't know when last time we were on it, but it's too late now.
Great. It was one way back then.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, he pulls the keys out. I'm like a nervous wreck. I'm driving with no keys in the ignition. I didn't know that was possible. So that was like my magic car.
Why was he playing with it while you were driving?
I have no idea because it
That
was
was
nice.
crazy.
The fur was nice.
That's strange.
That car went through a lot. I took my sister-in-law when she was 12 years old driving on Sheridan Avenue. We decided to switch spots, and I put her in the driver's seat.
How old was she?
She was 12,
How
and she's
crazy!
still my sister-in-law.
Both
That's
of
deep.
your sister-in-laws you knew when they were 12.
Oh my God! Really? Yeah, isn't that funny? Did you take yours driving? Were you like the fun aunt? Oh,
No.
I was the fun
No,
aunt.
I wasn't the aunt. I was a sister-in-law.
The fun sister-in-law. So anyway, took her driving at the top of the block. Are you done talking? Just let me know when you're finished.
I'm just saying,
finish.
my
It's okay. Take your time.
sister-in-law, when she was that young,
Mhm.
she enjoyed my company. Of course, she talked.
Everyone enjoys your company.
I know.
Hair flip any minute. Hair flip any minute. It's going to happen in a second. It's going to happen. And there we go. Okay. And there we go. All right. So anyway. So wait, can I finish my story?
Please.
My poor sister-in-law is going to hear this. Which I put her in the car and she drove all the way to the end. I said, stop at the stop sign and then we'll switch. Okay. And she got out of the car, but forgot to put it in park.
Oh dear God.
Yes. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. I'm sure that's what I said. When I went, oh dear God. So anyway, as she's getting out, and we're switching spots, the car's rolling. And it's going towards the stop sign.
You're on
I'm
Main
like,
Street?
I'm going to get caught.
You're on Main Street.
Did I not say Sheridan Avenue? That was the other conversation. Stick with me. Could you stay with me, please?
We're Sheridan.
This is why you're constantly looking at yourself in the mirror that you have planted over there.
I'm not looking at you. I'm
Sheridan.
asking you. It's not that. That's not true. What do you mean? Where's Sheridan Avenue?
Does that really matter? What matters is that I'm trying to get into a rolling car and press the brake down. And we were hysterical laughing, and we still talk about
Why
that
was
story.
she driving when she was 12?
Because I forced her. I said, "Do you want to drive?" And she got all excited. So I mean, 12 years old.
12 years old.
She was a very smart little girl, and she still is. She's a smart woman.
She's
And she's the mother of the girl, my niece that I was talking. I don't know if I could say her name, but I'll check with her. I'll check with her.
Do you want to go home? You ready?
And she's an awesome cosmetologist, by the way. She just graduated, and she's an amazing cosmetologist. So we're gonna have that as we'll have her like a guest spot.
Oh my God. She does her hair.
She does
Makeovers
hair.
to both of you.
She does makeup. She'll give us makeovers. Oh, okay, Christina, say it. I don't need her. Dear God, I don't need a makeover.
Dear God.
Maybe you do, because your hair doesn't even touch your shoulders. But I'm going to tell her to bring extensions. She's going to bring extensions. Okay, so anyway. So we're going to close by saying...
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. What do you want to say? What do you want to Yes, let's do it. Okay. May tomorrow be a perfect day. May you find love and laughter along the way. May God keep you in His tender care till He brings us together again. Good night, everybody. Da 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 da. Yeah, I used to think I was Donny Osmond too at some point, but we'll cut it.
No, I'm sure.
Okay.